hello? Sure. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Tetbury Pet Shops, or my top 5 autumn essentials for this year. Basically, I want to go through things that I think that are essential for autumn and winter for you and your dog to have around. So let's start with number 1. So number 1 I use pretty much all year round, just because I have a Labrador and she loves to swim, so she's always getting wet. And I don't tend to put her in a coat or a jumper just because she's got quite a thick coat and she dries really quickly as well. So the best thing for me to use is a Ruff and Tumble dog drying coat. So these are the original dog drying coats, an original design. We've got a couple of colours in the shop, but we tend to just keep the greens because they're quite a nice classic country. They don't look too dirty. So this is, what size is this? This is an XL, so this is pretty big, but they come in, I think there must be like 30 plus different sizes for breed specifics. So we can get all of those in. The way it works is you've got a little hood that can go over the ears, and everything's Velcro. That goes around the body, and then you've also got leg bits here. Great timing, Roby. I need you, if that's okay. I think she wants to go out. I'm just going to pop her out. Roby, out. Good girl. Good girl, Roby. Roby's just going for a little wee in our shop garden. Good girl. In. Okay. So I've got Roby's here. This is actually one of the limited edition Ruff and Tumbles that we got at Crufts earlier this year. So I'll just remove the Velcro there. Roby. Roby. Come here. Hi, Roby. Robes, oi. Come here. Good girl, come here. Come on. Good girl. Okay, so you just pop it over her head. What I like to do is then put her feet in to each thing there, the straps. And then you just wrap this around the body, tuck it in, Velcro it up. Roby, stay still please. Hers is actually quite broken at the front, because she tends to run around in it when she gets home and go absolutely mad. But then you can just do up this bit at the front as well. And what I often see other Labrador owners do is, Roby, can you sit? Thank you. Is just roll it down so that it stays nice. Oh wow, she's in it. But what you can do with the hood as well, Roby, come here, come on, is if you've got a dog like a spaniel or anything with longer hair, is you can pop this right over the top of their ears, and it just helps to dry their ears as well. Also, when they're swaddled in something like this, it's very much like swaddling a baby, so they can feel a lot safer, a lot happier, less anxious. So if you're going out for a few hours in the evening and sometimes they get a bit anxious, this is a great thing to pop on too. I'm out of breath. It's also really easy to take away with you if you keep the little bag that it comes in. It's great to just grab, keep in the car. They also do, which I will show you now, they also do these dog drying mitts. So these are towel mitts. Oh my God, they go right up to your elbow. And they've got a little mitt hand. And what you can do here is just use those to dry any paws, face, tail, under the tummy, just before you put on the actual Ruff and Tumble drying robe. I've never actually put these on before. Funny. Okay. That is number 1. Okay, second essential that I think you need for an autumn winter with your dog is some form of enrichment toy, whether that be like your classic licky mat, which is always great to have around, or some kind of fillable treat toy, bone, anything like that. So let's stick with the licky mats for now. There's lots of different styles. You've got the classic, there's the licky mat slow-mo, which is, as you can see, slightly different textures. And then we also have some from Pet Dream House, which have the suction pads on the back, which you can pop up on tiled walls or on the fridge, anything like that too. So what I'd recommend putting on things like this is, now where am I know, babe, is we've got loads of different pâtés. So start with something like a pâté that's soft. We also have peanut butter. So anything that's kind of soft like this, you can put yogurt on there. If you feed wet food, raw food, home cooked food, sticking it into all these grooves is kind of essential. As you can see, Roby knows what these are, or maybe this. She loves a pot of peanut butter. But what you want to do is spread it into all the grooves. You can then either freeze it or put it in the fridge and then bring it out when you need kind of that 20 to 30 minutes of calm time. What it's going to do is eliminate the need for a big walk. So if the weather's really awful, if it's cold, if you just don't have enough hours in the day, just put down something that your dog can do for an enrichment session. Sorry. Yeah, so something that they can do for 20 to 30 minutes that just gets out some energy, gives their brain something to do, and you don't have to worry about them feeling upset they haven't got their walk that day. That's my other essential. Okay, essential number 3 is a nice, soft, calm bed. So we have these lovely ones in the shop. This is our medium size, so that fits Roby pretty well. Roby, go to bed. Roby absolutely loves them, as you can see. She'll curl up straight in there. Got a couple different colours as well, all really nice and dirt kind of, what's the word? They won't show dirt, but they also can be put in the washing machine as a whole. They're nice, aren't they, Ruby? They're definitely a firm favourite with all of our customers. They are round shaped, so we have the small, which is 50 centimetres, then the medium, which is 80, and this brown one here is the 100 centimetre one, which is the biggest. Hey, Robes. As I say, Roby's about 23 to 25 kilos, and she fits really well in the small one. But anything above that, she would need a big. Oh, medium. Yeah, not small. So these are actually sometimes called calming beds. This is because it mimics kind of the nest of what they would have had when they were growing up with their mum. But it's also really nice and warm, and when you feel them, they just feel absolutely amazing. So they're great for any anxious dogs, really good for like fireworks night, bonfire night, but also really nice and warm and cozy. So great if your house is a little bit cold, or you've come in from a nice wet walk. Come here, come in your bed. And like I said, they're really easy to wash, so the whole thing just goes straight in the machine. Nice. Sorry? I have this colour. Do we? Yeah. I think it's this colour, yeah. They also fit in crates really well if you do use crates. As a nice little soft barrier bed, and because they've got the high walls, they can go up against the side of the crate too, so it's a really nice thing to have. We really do. We sell a lot of these. I said machine washable. Machine washable. Okay. I'm just going to show you the small one actually. That's the small. So it is considerably smaller, probably like a good cat bed, or if you've got Chihuahua, Jack Russell, they'd probably fit in there. Okay, Roby. Just going to take Roby out of this because I want to show how you spray essential number 4. One sec, I just need to get some spray. Okay. Ready? So, just going to grab some treats because Nairobi doesn't like being sprayed with things, and that's our fault, isn't it, Robes? So we used to mess around with you when you were a puppy. So, essential number 4 is the Furr Collective Pooch perfume. So these are an all-natural perfume. It smells amazing, doesn't it, Roby? Very good girl. Well, she's based in the UK, but it's actually made in South Africa. It's something that we use upstairs in our groom room as a finishing spray or a finishing spritz. But it's really, really good for masking any kind of damp smell after a walk in the rain, or if you haven't managed to get your dog groomed for a few weeks. It's quite nice as just a kind of touch up in between grooms. So I'm just going to show you how to apply it. Roby absolutely hates it, so we really have to use the treat. Roby, just going to grab your collar, okay? Come here. Okay, so just spray maybe 2 or 3 sprays onto the top of the dog. I've also got a brush, which is good for Labrador coats, but if you've got like a cockapoo, you might want to use a comb, a fine-tooth comb instead, and just kind of brush it in, like so. Good girl, Robes. And try not to spray kind of in the front of their face or their eyes. What you can do instead, if you do need it on the face, is spray onto your hand and then rub their head. She's not going to let me do it, but come on. Here's a cookie. Just like this, just so you're not kind of getting it in their eyes, up their nose, or in their ears. They don't want it anywhere where it can cause a reaction. Good girl, Roby. That's it. All done. All done. But yeah, let's read actually. What's the smell? Because it smells so good. Is organic peppermint and aloe vera. But it's actually quite a strong smell. You can probably smell it as well. Yeah, it's really, really nice. So I definitely recommend having a bottle of this on your shelf near your door or in the bathroom, just so that you can, sorry, just so that you can use it to spritz after a kind of stinky dog walk. Well done, Roby. One more biscuit. Okay, so that's number 4. All right, so essential number 5 and the last essential. And the last essential for today is the Orbiloc safety lights. Should I let Jeremy in? Let me see actually to find photos. Okay, so I've got the red and the green version here, but I think they come in about 10 different colours. They are battery powered, 100% waterproof, and you can easily attach them to a collar, a lead, or a harness. You can see them up to 5 kilometres, which I think is about 3 to 4 miles. I don't know, I'm not very good at maths or whatever you would call that. But they are just really, really good. Apparently the battery lasts for like 2 or 3 years, and because you're only really using it in those autumn, winter months, that kind of does make sense. You can also get different attachments for them. They can go on your arm if you're a runner, or I don't know what else they do. Clips, I think. So these ones attach onto, go round, but you can get carabiners and stuff to attach to other things too. Yeah, so definitely essential if you need to walk your dogs early morning or late night, when we're going to be only having hours of daylight between like 10 and 4 pretty soon. So I definitely recommend these. Yeah.
Say like if they're so bright, even distance dogs like hidden, so it shines onto objects.
Oh yeah. And what I found that's really good about these is I used a kind of crappy one before with Nairobi, and if she was facing one way and it meant the light was facing out, I wouldn't be able to see the light anymore. it would only show if it was kind of facing me, which is obviously it happens a lot when you're on a walk. So these actually will shine onto the nearest object. So whether that's onto the floor or onto a nearby tree or just anything really, you can see it really, really fast. So they're really, really good ones. Yes, you can order those online with us, or you can come into our lovely shop and get one for your dog. So yeah, that kind of concludes my 5 autumn essentials that I think you need for your dog this year. As always, please like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you next time.